Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here with a new video on market structure. So today we are going to discuss different kinds of market that exist, and this is an important chapter for either your structured questions or even your MCQs. So let's go forward and see what all markets we are going to cover. The first is perfect competition, monopolistic competition, pure monopoly, natural monopoly, oligopoly, and contestable markets. But for today's video, we are going to cover perfect competition, which is a hypothetical market. So, perfect competition. So welcome to this video on perfectly competitive markets. In economics, we use the term perfect competition to describe a theoretical market structure that exhibits certain characteristics. So in this video, we are going to be exploring the characteristics and how they affect the market and why they matter. Also, we are going to look at the graphical representation of the market and how the market actually works using the graphs. So let's move on to the features of a perfect competition. So there are different features that we need to analyze. So how many number of firms are there, how many buyers are there, what kind of products do they sell, the barrier, who controls the price information. Okay, so for in a perfectly competitive market, there are many buyers and sellers in the market. The products are identical or homogeneous, and there is no barrier to entry or exit the market at all. All right. The price is controlled by the industry, or the market forces determine the equilibrium price, which is translated to the firm, and the firm needs to take that price and sell the goods at that price. Information about goods and services and the buyers is perfect in the market, so everyone knows, like the buyer knows where to buy the product, the producer know who to sell the product to, or they know their target audience, or they know how to produce and everything. And the most nearest market that is closest to the perfect competition is the agriculture market, because most of the products, first thing, are homogeneous. Most of the products they have many buyers and sellers. There is barely any barrier to entry and exit. Price again is controlled by the demand supply, and there is perfect information about such markets. Let's look at the graphical representation of how the price control in the short run happens. So the demand and supply interacts at a point, and that equilibrium point is set. The same equilibrium point is then translated to the firm's graph, which shows the average cost, marginal cost, price, and the demand. So the horizontal yellow line is the average revenue, average marginal revenue, price, and the demand for the firm. All right, though these all are equal, uh, and that is the price, because as price is constant, your average revenue will also be constant, and your marginal revenue will also be constant. So this shows that the price control is in the hand of the industry, determined by the market forces. Next, we are going to find the profit maximizing point, or the profit maximizing quantity, wherever the graph of marginal cost and marginal revenue, which is this. All right, so this is the marginal cost and this is the marginal revenue, the yellow line and the pink line. Wherever they meet, that is the point of profit maximizing point. All right, so at this point, all the firms are going to be producing and selling at that quantity, where marginal cost is equals to marginal revenue. Next, now we have this line. Wherever this line coincides with the average cost, we will draw a line up to the y-axis. That is your average cost. All right, this is your average cost that you will be incurring, and this yellow line would be your average revenue. So the difference between the average revenue and the average cost will give you the supernormal profits. Supernormal profits are in conditions when your average revenue is more than your average cost, and this happens in the short run. But what happens in the long run? Now you, in the long run, the suppliers, the people outside the market, they are like, oh, the market is making profits, so let's join in the market. So number of suppliers will also increase from S to S1, and this will also lower the price. And if the price is going to lower, the average revenue, the marginal revenue, price and demand will also fall for the firm. All right. And there would be a new profit maximizing point. So the supernormal profits will turn into normal profits. Normal profits are profits when your average revenue is equals to your average cost. So this this is your average, this is your marginal cost, and this is your average revenue, marginal cost. So marginal revenue and marginal costs are meeting over here. This point is your profit maximizing point. And now at this point, your average cost and average revenue both are the same, right? So that's why there are normal profits that they earn. Now what will happen if the market is facing loss, or not loss but normal profits there are, so people will also retreat from the market looking that, oh, we thought that there would be more profit, but there is no profit anymore. So people will retreat from the market and the supply will go back to the original, or will reduce for sure. This will increase the price and bring the market back to where it was in the short run. So looking at the loss, the supply retreats from the market and the supply reduces. This shows that there is no barrier to exit the market. All right. So this is the working of the perfectly competitive markets on graph. But the main question, why do perfectly competitive markets even exist, or why do we even study them? So, well, they are the benchmark against other market structures can be compared. In reality, most markets are not perfectly competitive, but understanding the characteristic of perfectly competitive markets can help us understand how the other markets will work. So if you're going to watch other markets, like the videos on other markets, you should understand how the perfect competition works before you understand any other market, because perfectly competitive market is a benchmark to make you understand that this is how a hypothetical or a very perfect competition market works. Then only can you understand the imperfect markets, like monopolistic markets and all of those. um, yeah, so that's the reason we study perfectly competitive markets. You can also have essay questions on this, asking you to compare between two markets. So it might, you can always use a perfectly competitive market to compare other markets. And yes, so that is the reason we study perfectly competitive market. Thank you so much for today's lesson, and please subscribe to my channel, put like my video, and if you have any question, you can always contact me on my social media. The social media links are given down in the description. Thank you so much. I will meet you guys next video. Probably it's on the same chapter, but different subtopic, obviously. So thank you guys. Bye bye.